Let's go. The moose, so you moves. Hello, everybody. I could spend forever talking about this kid of mine, and now Lisa, darling. And I've been practicing. And when I have rock and roll music on in the back, I can get through it.
Rock and roll music.
So can I have a little rock and roll music in the back, honey, something? I'm just kidding. Anyway, this is a big day for all of us, and I'm so grateful that all of you people are here to celebrate Ben and Lisa. And I've just recently got to know the girls, and you girls are awesome. And you fit right in, absolutely. But it's the boys who I taught, who spent a lot of time in that garage. And every time I went in there, I came out, I was high. So the joke's on you, I went in to get high. I'm just kidding. Anyway, from the time that Ben was born, on the eve of his very first birthday, I wrote him a letter. And I found that every year after that, I wrote him a letter. And I sort of spoke to his accomplishments, his adventures, his disappointments, his friendships, and his milestones. And then I'd stick a few pictures in there so that one day when he opened all these letters, he'd be able to sort of track his life. And they were all hard to write, and every eve on a birthday I wept because my baby was growing up. And so then I had to sit down and write my hardest letter, even though Lisa, I'm so happy that if I had to give my son to anybody, it would be you. And I do feel like I'm giving him up. No, I know he'll be my son forever. But it seems to be very nostalgic when, you know, like at one point, I was the love of his life, and I knew I wouldn't hold that distinction for very long. So at least I'm going to give that one to you now. Anyway, I sat down and wrote this letter. And shit. To my Ben on his wedding day. I am so very proud of the man you have become. I hope you know it has been the greatest blessing of my life, having the distinct title of being your mom. You are kind and gentle and sensitive and compassionate, always giving people the benefit of the doubt. You are quick to forgive, and you never hold grudges. You are as loyal as any dog. Because we are dog lovers, so I'm not calling you dog, huh? You're just as loyal as any dog. Your heart is as good as gold, and you have overcome many a challenge and disappointment with a dignified grace. I am constantly amazed at your kind-heartedness, your wit, and your sense of humor. You have all that it takes now to fight for your wife, your family, and your loved ones. How lucky you are to have found a woman who treasures and appreciates all that you stand for. Lisa is a keeper. Add her skill for detail, her radiant personality, her flair for fashion, her love and adventure, her devotion to you, and I know your travels will be full of promise. You will never fully know how precious you are, not only to me, Ben, but to those who love you. I will forever be grateful in this life of mine for the time that we have shared together as mother and son. And during our brief borrowed time, you have become a strong, reliable, and thoughtful young man. And as I now have to give you over to Lisa, and I give you, Lisa, his heart and his love, and You're going to be the next woman in his life. I taught him to be a good young man. And now you're going to guide him into being the best husband and father that he was meant to be. And as much as I've had great practice and ample time learned to let go, and from the moment you were born, Ben, when they took you out of my arms and made you shiny and clean, to your first day away in daycare in your Care Bear Velcro running shoes, which you never forgive me for that, your first solo bike ride to school, while I followed behind every bush along the way to make sure you got there safe, your high school outings, your sleepovers at your friends' houses, basketball tournaments, trips afar, your first away job, and then moving to be with your love, Lisa. When you were little, I was the only love of your life, and I knew I wouldn't hold that distinction forever. And today, after all this practice, it's time to relinquish you to a remarkable young woman, Lisa.
Woohoo!
Thank you for enriching my life, Ben, and for giving me the greatest gift of all, motherhood. You will forever and always be my son. And it's now time to make your own family with your beloved Lisa. And I won't be far behind when those kids start coming. And when I finally knew Ben and Lisa were getting married, I said, okay, honey, it's time now. Mama's retired. Got nothing going on in my flippin' life. But I want to be a grandmother. And he says, Mom, you have been telling me since I was 12 years old. I can't have a kid till I'm married. And I said, that's because I was afraid you were going to maybe make a big mistake at 12, but I think you can go ahead and make those kids now. You're working on it, I don't want to do that. And so I end this letter, Ben, that no one in this vast world will ever know the strength of my love for you. You're the only one who knows what my heart sounds like from inside. Forever and for always, I love you, bud. And Lisa, welcome to our family. Love, Mom.